welcome to the West Texas town of El Paso, the Sun City, today at the historic Sun Bowl as a couple of squads come in trying to finish their season as champions of the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. He'll start this drive firing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Floating away. Fires on the move. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
Lewis wants to pass. He's going to take a shot right away. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, how about the rough starts for these offenses? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, let's talk about Boston College for a minute. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
The Golden Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Harding.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there.
Oh, they're faking it. And it won't tip. He can get the first down. And they caught them with their drawers down as the throw and catch picked up the first down on the fake.
Man, that is awesome. That gets the juices going. That gets everybody excited. You work on these fake punts all the time, but you don't call them all the time. But the coach saw something, executed it perfectly, called it at the right time, and got a shot in the arm, get some energy, snap into the up back, completing the pass.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Lewis to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Guys, let's look big picture at Colorado. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a four-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Quarterback on the keeper. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things.
Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Buffaloes decide to punt it away.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
He wants to change this route. Back to pass. Under fire. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job. Give them some more space so we can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Lewis wants to pass. Going for the big play. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, he'll be forcing it a little bit.
On target over the middle. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Forced out of the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's a fake. Shades of little giants. The Mad Hatter is loose, and it's a touchdown. Just textbook execution on the fake field goal, and trickeration equals touchdown.
And we saw them practicing this throughout the week, but when are you going to call it? Are you going to call it? Because you got to have the onions to call it in a big moment. They call it, they convert. What a call by the offense.
And they'll try to tack on two. It's complete to the left. He is stopped short in the gamble on the two to try to go on top. Comes up short. We've reached a break. Boston College has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First play of the period, first down here. The give on the option. Got a little space. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
First down for the offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Brock. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Golden Eagles in a good spot here with second and short. Trying the left side. Turning it on. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. He's now got 78 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. First and goal now. Let's see what Boston College calls. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Got 5 on that last one now, 2nd and inches. Quarterback sneaks ahead. Sneaks into the end zone.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy.
Oh, they try to trick him. The holder wants to pass. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Takes a handoff. It's Hayden. Past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field.
Going over the top. He makes a grab. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buffs!
Really nice job by the offense there, setting up the play-action pass. They ran the ball the last play, so the defense saw run action this time. A lot of guys bit downhill. The quarterback had a chance to find his target outside. He puts it up in the air. Receiver does his job. They connect for the long score.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quickly to the tight end. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back. From the shotgun, the inside give.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Lewis to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Miller. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back
throws toward the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Got a man in the middle, and he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early.
He's got it inside the 30. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Boston College.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. And the Buffaloes want to crank the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion.
And that is interception number 3 on the day.
I'll tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Boston College! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Lewis wants to pass. Makes the grab. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Wants to throw again. Steps away. On the move, he fires. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice game. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know...
Breaks away on the left. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
He'll do it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Gonna run it. It's Brock. Got enough for the first. He's up to 94 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. Looking downfield on first down.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the big fella. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. They'll run it from the gun. Look out, he's got room. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Here's the pressure. On target. They'll spot the ball at the 12. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Catch in the middle. It's Hardy. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Run it with the fullback. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? The hand to the running back.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4.
All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here on 4th and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Lewis to throw. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game.
Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Blasted as he lets it go. Finds a man on the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Golden Eagles will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll return it. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get...
He uncorks one deep. He's got it down the right side. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
The offense is trying to put the defense on their heels. On the second play of the drive, they completed a big one. And on the third play, they take another shot. Didn't come up with that one, but wouldn't surprise me if they tried again here.
He'll take another shot here. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Quick toss. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes one. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Breaks into the open. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal.
And that is a backbreaker if you're on defense. On fourth down, the opponent's throwing for it. Not only do you give up the first down, but you give up an explosive play. And all of a sudden now, you're reeling a little bit defensively.
Pushes for the goal line. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Gibson. And the Wildcat has turned to disaster, a big loss as the defense was all over it. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Lewis wants to pass. Lets it fly. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, I've been there. This is one of those games you just want to forget right away and turn the page. 4 picks now thrown by this guy, and you're just not able to make your reads. Things aren't clicking. You're not seeing the field, and the ball's not coming out right. Next week cannot come soon enough for him, I can tell you that.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. Nice move there. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They knock him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain, and it's a first down for Boston College.
But when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be... for the first down.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. With the catch, it's Harding. Open space at the 25. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it.
Touchdown, Boston College. And the stomping has commenced.
I think it's easy to say, run the option, run the option. Well, you got to be able to see it quickly and make quick decisions. Nice job by the QB, getting the ball to his playmaker. He catches it, he can do the rest, takes it to the house for 6.
41, Colorado, 19.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication.
He unleashes a long one. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now
trying to get behind the defense. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
He's not afraid to go deep. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Going the other way, and he's got room. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. The run from the shotgun. Hard running there. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Golden Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete. And the Golden Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try the run. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Boston College will send out the punt team. He may keep that rush honest after completing a pass earlier. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Get it out on the screen. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up. Lewis to throw. Buys a little extra time. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field.
And he's thrown another interception. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Now, listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are small.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
And the Buffaloes come to the ball, trying to pick up this third and short. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. A lot of urgency for this offense.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Rush is on him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Lewis wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be third down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got...
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Colorado. My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. Looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hayden. He will not get there. Brought down at the one, and the two-point try is no good. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Turning it on. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College! And the beatdown has ensued.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll move the tight end. Lewis to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving. Make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and the defense took advantage of it.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. He's got the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. And the quarterback takes a knee. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Coming out with it, it's Hayden. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Lewis wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. So now it's 2nd and long.